State versus Valerie Rodriguez, no attorney. Valerie Rodriguez. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
So maybe
Yeah.
It's pretty soft though, Judge.
Pardon me?
It's pretty low. Your volume is kind of low.
Okay. 604-563, State versus Cassandra Navarro, no attorney. Cassandra Navarro, absent. 617-605, State versus Omar Elizalde, Catherine Valenzuela. Damn. Omar Elizalde is absent, and so is Ms. Valenzuela. 628-005, State versus Ronald Flowers, attorney, Carolyn Wentland.
state not ready on that motion to suppress. It's gonna be reset, Judge.
State not ready. Okay. 6-2, has Ms. Wendland been informed?
Yes, sir. I talked to her yesterday.
All right. Six to 9-353, State versus Joseph Guerrero, attorney, Matthew Allen.
Judge, I'm present on that case. If I could
Hey,
confer.
we finally got somebody here. Good morning,
Good morning,
Matthew.
Good morning.
Is your client here?
I don't see him. I gave him the Zoom info. I talked to him yesterday. Let me
You know, he's
see.
listed,
But
as a- Matthew, he's listed as a fugitive for, I don't know what reason, but as of right now, he's absent. Not good. You wanted to confer, you said?
yes, Judge, please.
You'll be number one to confer. 634-549, State versus Christopher Santos, no attorney. Christopher Santos. Wowie, absent. 634-760, State versus Travis Houston,
I'm here, Your Honor.
no attorney. Good morning, Mr. Houston.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I am well. Mr. Houston, do you have an attorney?
Today was supposed to be the court date to hire an attorney. That's what it said on the records.
I'm sorry?
It said to hire an attorney when I looked at the records. I sent my information over, but the charges, I was trying to get a hold of Miss Patty. The charges they have was not the charges that I was charged for on there.
Okay, well, stick around then. We'll see if we can clear that up.
10-4.
And Miss Patty has retired, so
Oh, okay.
we now have Linda.
Ms. Linda. Okay.
All right, second page, 635-350, State versus Gabriel Castillo, attorney, Jay Norton.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Who's answering?
Gabriel Castillo.
Good morning, Mr. Castillo.
Good morning to you.
And have you heard from Mr. Norton?
I have not. I imagine he'll be on the call soon.
Well, he's supposed to be right now, so I'm.
Let me reach. I'll reach out to him.
Very good. 636-199, State versus Alexandria. Folks, please mute yourselves until I call on you. That way you don't interfere with the call of the docket. 636-199, State versus Alexandria McIntyre, attorney, Brian O'Donnell.
Morning, Your Honor. I don't
Morning,
know.
Brian.
I don't know if my client is in the courtroom. I sent a letter. I have not been in contact with her for quite a while.
I am here.
No, Ms. Wright, I'm talking about my client Alexandria McKintrey.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I see the old answer to the wrong name trick, huh? All right, your Alexandria McIntyre is absent. 637-134, State versus Jean. Oh, but I'm sorry, Brian, did you want to confer anything?
No, Your Honor. I have another, the lady that chimed in, that is Miss Jocelyn Wright on page 3. And we have an offer. I'd ask if I could have a breakout room with my client, Miss Wright. Page,
654-101, State versus Jocelyn Wright. And she is present.
yes, Your Honor.
Now, you notice now that I've called her name, she's not answering.
I'm here, Your Honor.
I know you are. What do you want to do on this, Brian?
I would ask for a breakout room with my client, Your Honor.
All right. Linda,
It's
give
already
him the
been done.
give him the BO.
All right, been done.
breakout.
Craig.
Thank you, Your Honor.
637-134, State versus Jean Estala. Attorney David McLean. Jean Estala is absent. David McLean, likewise. Attorney 642-792, State versus Aaron Navarro, no attorney. Aaron Navarro is absent. 643-528, State versus Javier Sanchez, attorney. Elizabeth Settle.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Settle.
Judge, I've had no contact with this client. I've left him messages, voicemails, and texted the Zoom information. I've had no contact with him, though.
Okay, well, we'll probably have to have contact with him through the sheriff. So for right now, he's a failure to appear. Unless you have something else, you're excused.
That's all I had. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Have a good day, Elizabeth.
You too.
643-582, State versus Rico Stewart, attorney, James Hunt. Holy guacamole, okay. Rico Stewart is absent, James Hunt, attorney also. 644-164, State versus Emily Lujan, attorney,
morning,
Jennifer Zarka.
Good morning, I'm here and my client is also present on Zoom, Judge.
Good morning, Ms. Zarka.
May I confer, please?
Of course, you're only number 2 to confer out of 2
Okay.
pages.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Good to see you. Nice and bright. The green's pretty.
Thank you, sir.
648-403, State versus Jesse Fernandez, attorney, Rolando Arguelles.
Good morning, Your Honor. Counsel's present. I spoke to my client's daughter this morning and my client is nowhere to be found.
Uh-oh,
Yeah, plea paperwork is turned in and we're ready to rock and roll, but he's not here.
I see. I notice it's a plea setting and we're gonna have a failure to appear.
Yes, Judge, once I'll find him, I'll bring him to court so we can get that plea done.
Well, you may not need to because the sheriff will. All right. You got anything else, Mr. Arguelles?
No, Your Honor, may I be excused?
You are excused. Take care of yourself. 649-192, State versus Arthur Branch, no attorney. Arthur Branch. Arthur Branch is absent. 649-251, State versus Jesus Ortega, no attorney. Jesus Ortega. Jesus Ortega is absent.
Yeah, I'm here, Your Honor.
Well, I'm glad you decided to answer, Mr. Ortega.
I was on mute. Sorry.
All right. Okay, at least you're here. Thank you. You don't have an attorney? Are you going to hire one or what's going on?
No, sir. No attorney.
And?
I'm not gonna hire one. No,
You're
Your
not?
Honor.
Okay,
No, Your Honor.
so then that gives you 2 choices. Are you going to apply for court appointed or are you going to try to represent yourself?
I can go ahead and represent myself. Well,
I'll
it's
talk
from
to-
a case from a while back.
I'll talk to you about that in a little bit, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
649-267, State versus Jaime Beltran Romo.
Good morning, Your Honor.
The attorney is Shannon Luck.
Your Honor, good morning. This is Javier Garcia, client's present. If I can be put in line to confer, Your Honor, please.
All right, sir. You will be on conferring.
Thank you, Your Honor.
652-766, State versus Kenneth Paul Pettis. Attorney
Yes, Judge.
Suzanne Kramer.
I'm present. And Mr. Pettis is here. I just need to be put in the lineup for conferring, please, Judge.
You are in line to confer. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
652-999, State versus Cassandra Morales, attorney, Michael Bellavo.
I am present, Your Honor. I do not see her on. I just sent another email asking if she was on the Zoom. I have not heard back.
For right now, she's absent. What do you wish to do?
I will confer, but I also have one more on page 5.
Okay, let's go to page 5 real quick. What have you got?
657-996.
657. Excuse me. Right at the very top. Is that going to be a plea, Mike?
It's supposed to be, and he is present.
Very good. All right. So presumably that's going to be a plea. You don't need to confer on that one, right?
No, I do not. Actually, I can talk to the state a little later. I'll leave now because I know we're not going to plea right away. So I'll run to a couple other courts and I'll come back.
All right. Check back with me at 10. We might can get out of here early on you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can my client sign out and come back in at 10?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
That you talking about Cassandra Morales? Or are you talking about
I'm talking about Mr. Gray.
Right. Okay, Mr. Garay, you're excused for right now. Come on back at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Going to page 4. 655-472, State versus Dustin Pearson, attorney, Thomas Beck.
I'm present.
Is Mr. Pearson here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and your attorney?
He said that he was going to be in a couple other courtrooms today, so I don't know.
Okay, then main thing is you're here, so you don't get a warrant. Stick around.
Okay.
655-619, State versus Avery Hollis, attorney James Hunt.
Present, Your Honor.
That is Mr. Hollis.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Hunt is not responding at this time. 655-984, State versus Bryant Cadena, attorney Ray Adams. Bryant Cadena, AKA Bryant Chain. Attorney Ray Adams, no response. The judge. 656-396, State versus James Cameron, attorney Jeffrey Martinez.
I am here, Your Honor. Good morning, Your Honor. Present. Mr. Cameron's also present. We'd like to be, if I could be put in line to confer, and if Mr. Cameron can be excused for this morning, we're going to get an offer and try to come back another day.
Mr. Cameron, you're excused for now. Your attorney's going to be doing some work and doesn't need you just sitting around waiting. Stay in communication. Mr. Cameron, stay in communication with Mr. Martinez.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You guys take care. Jeffrey, you're in line.
You too, sir. Bye-bye.
656611, State versus Joshua Galvan, attorney Thomas Limon.
Present, sir.
Who's answering?
Joshua Galvan.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
And your attorney, Thomas Limon?
I talked to him yesterday. I think he had a couple other courtrooms to be in.
Already? I'm not aware of it, but that's certainly something you may be aware of. Going to page 5. 657996, State versus Mike Garay. We just checked that off. 663580, State versus Tijan Herrera or Tijan Erta. India Fry, F-R-Y-E is last name. N-D-I-A, first name Fry, F-R-Y-E. Regardless of the name, she's not here. Absent. And attorney, no attorney. 663855, State versus Ismael Urias, attorney Mario Trevino.
Yes, Judge, I'm present. So is my client. I'd like an opportunity to confer with the prosecutor.
You shall have it. You're
Thank you,
on the
Judge.
list. Thank you. 666-861. State versus Paul Vasquez, attorney. Joseph Stateson.
Judge, that one's reset for a plea.
Reset for plea. Thank you, ma'am. 666-997. State versus Kathleen Vinton, attorney. Michael Sanchez.
So that one was supposed to be a plea, but it's a no file, so it's been reset.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
669-504, State versus Carlos Leal, attorney. Kathy Compton.
Here, Your Honor.
Carlos Leal.
Here.
Good morning, Mr. Leal.
Good morning.
Have you heard from your attorney?
Yes, sir, I did. This morning she told me that she'll be a couple of minutes late, that she had to be at another courtroom.
She's
And who is that? That's Miss Compton?
Yes, she's in Comal County, Judge.
Okay. So she has checked in with us. I appreciate that courtesy. All right, stick around, Mr. Leal.
Yes, sir.
670-387, State versus Jesse Martinez, attorney. Valerie Headland.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Val.
We are here for a plea, and since it's a busy docket, could I be excused? I have 5 in another court, but I could come back at 10 or 10:30.
More like 10:30. Go ahead and check back with us then. Is your client, Mr. Martinez, here?
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Martinez. All right.
Good morning.
Okay, and we can both come back at 10:30 then, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 671-799, State versus Corey Schneider.
Yes, Judge. Miguel Nájera here. I am present for my client. My client is present as well. He just finished signing the last of the plea paperwork, and we are ready to do our plea.
All righty. Why don't you check back with us around 10:15, Miguel? Right now, we're going to finish the docket, go through it another time.
Okay,
So-
not a problem, Judge. Then I'll log back on at just 10:15, you said?
Yeah, give it 10:15.
Okay, not a problem, Judge. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. 673-229, State versus Esteban Briceño, attorney.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Acevedo, pardon me.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Mr. Briceño, good morning to you.
Good morning.
That
Judge-
makes half the team. Where's Joseph Acevedo?
Judge Joseph called a few minutes ago. He has the flu. So I
Oh,
need to reset this case.
okie dokie. I'm glad he didn't come in and spread it. The flu, that is.
Yeah.
Linda, can you put me in a breakout room with my client, Kenneth Bettis, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, and finally, page 6. 673-454, State versus Whitney Parker, attorney. Lauren Lefton.
Hi, Judge. I'm here this morning. How are you today?
I am well. How about you?
Good, good. My client, I've been in contact with her. She is actually appearing in CPS court right now as we
Okay.
speak. She also has a pending felony, so we would just ask that the case be reset.
And the felony, are you involved in the felony?
I am. I do represent her in the felony, and I believe it's set for next week, actually. So it's in the
Oh.
226.
30 days will do instead of my regular 60 because of felony pending.
That sounds like a good plan.
I'm sorry?
That sounds like a good plan, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you a 30-day reset.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Lauren.
I'm sorry, April the what?
6.
6?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. I'll see y'all then.
673-717, State versus Aaron Vireles, attorney. Oscar Hernandez.
Present in the court, Your Honor, on Zoom.
In the courtroom. Aaron Vireles.
And present in Zoom, Your Honor.
Good morning,
Okay.
Judge. Good morning,
What's
Judge.
that?
We're present. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Judge, we recently retained last month on this case, and I don't have an offer from the state, but I'm about to start an in-person mediation. I was wondering if I can get a 30-day. I'll I'll confer with the state offline.
Reset 30 days.
April the 6th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Mireles, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Stay safe.
You too. Thank you.
674-149, State versus Jamel Davis, attorney, Stacy Kraus.
Good morning, Judge Kelly Fernandez, appearing for Stacy Cross.
Who is it?
Kelly Fernandez.
Kelly?
Kelly Fernandez. Yeah, I work for Stacy.
Is it Kelly like KKK or is it Terry
It's Kelly with a K.
Fernandez? All righty, you're here for Stacy. And how about your client, Mr. Davis?
He's online, yes. He's here.
Mr. Davis, where are you? Jamel Davis.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. Thank you,
Okay, I'm
sir.
here. Yes.
All right, Ms. Fernandez, what are you going to do?
I believe we have a deal from the state, Judge. So if I could get a breakout room with Mr. Davis, that would be great.
All right, we'll give you the BO here.
Thank you.
Breakout. 675-339, State versus Iris Rosario.
Morning,
Attorney
Judge. Genaro Cortez.
Good morning,
Yes.
Mr. Cortez.
I'm present and she's also present in Zoom. I was
Okay,
hoping the
this is a
court,
no file.
I was hoping the court can put us in a breakout room, or I'm sorry, to put us in line to speak with the prosecutor.
All right, it may be a waste of time, sir, because there is no file at this time, but we'll do that for you.
Okay.
676-998, State versus Edgar Gutierrez, attorney Neil Kalfas.
Present, Your Honor.
And good morning.
Mr. Gutierrez.
Good morning.
Jasmine Sandoval appearing on behalf of Mr. Kalfas, Your Honor.
It's what?
Jasmine Sandoval, I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Kalfas.
How do you spell the first one?
Jasmine, Jazmyne.
Oh, Jazmyne.
Yes.
Sandoval.
Yes.
I know how to spell that one. Boy, your folks gave you an interesting spelling of Jasmine.
Yes.
All right, and what are your wishes, Miss Morning?
Your Honor, we're just requesting a reset this time. We still need to go over discovery, and at that point we can confer with the prosecutors outside the court, but we just need a little bit more time to review the discovery that we have.
All right, so you've been reset 3 times. This will be the 4th. Okay, 30 days.
April the 6th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Linda, this is Suzanne. I just need that breakout link for Kenneth Pettis.
Yes, go back to 5.
678-8802, State versus Joshua Sanchez. Sonny Middleton is attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Sonny. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So far, Joshua
Mr.
Sanchez.
I don't see him here. I've asked the deputy. He's not in the courtroom. Your Honor, I request a little more time. He bonded out right after our meeting in jail, and they say he has a cash bond. I keep trying to call the cash bond people. I've been told they're in the South Tower, see if I can get some information from them. Nobody answers their phone.
Okay, well, that might cost him being arrested. So at this point, you got 1 week.
Thank you, Your Honor.
629-431, State versus Hector Galindo, attorney John Charles Bunk.
I'm here, Your Honor. I'm present.
Who is present?
Mr. Galindo.
Hector Galindo. All right, sir. Your attorney? No response from your attorney. Okay. 659-373, State versus Danny Joe Anderson. Ricardo Briones is attorney. Danny Anderson? Danny Anderson is absent, and so is his attorney, Ricardo Briones. All right. That's all I have. Whoops, another one. Nope. Okay, folks, that's all I have on the docket for this morning.
Your Honor.
First of all, attorneys, any attorney need to approach?
Yeah, Your Honor, this is Andres Campion. I
Andres
believe
Campion.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I believe my client Patricia Elder should be on the docket, but I didn't hear her case called.
I didn't see either her name or yours. Give me the case number you're talking about.
614-127.
614
127.
is not on the docket, but it's Patricia Elders, you said?
Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Flores, would you check that? What is she accused of?
It's a DWI second. I had called the clerk yesterday afternoon and they had confirmed to me that she was supposed to be on the docket, or she was set for today, but I don't have a reset. I never got the actual docket. So that might explain why it's not on there, but the clerks had told me that she was set for today. So we are both present for the record.
All right, we'll look into that. Ms. Flores, would you check, see what we have on that?
Yes, I'll check.
In the meantime, may my client be excused since she did appear?
Yeah.
And I can communicate any reset date to her.
Yeah, Ms. Elder,
Yes, sir.
stay in touch with Mr. Campion. I don't know what the glitch is, but we're gonna, I'm sure, reset this matter, but I note that you are present and I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have
You're
a good day.
welcome. It's interesting that you're dressed in black and there's a black background on you, and I can
Oh,
only
well, I
see a
just
head.
turned off the light in the room and I'm wearing a black sweater because it's cold in here.
Okay, well, it's interesting. Like I said, it's interesting. All I see is your head.
Oh, okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Judge,
Hi. Oh,
Hello,
this is Mario Trevino, Judge, and
Mario.
yes, I've conferred with the prosecutor,
Give me the
and
case
he's
number,
going to make
Mario.
me a plea offer, and I would request that my case be reset for 30 days for a plea.
Give me the case
Fifth
number,
page,
Mario.
cause number 663855.
663. Six, six, three,
855.
855. Urias.
Yes, sir.
You want to reset 30 days? What are you going to do?
He's going to, the prosecutor is going to email a plea offer to me, and it will be accepted. And we're requesting 30 days to do so and reset the case for a plea.
Very good. Reset 30 days for plea.
hi, Linda. It's Lauren Lefton. If I could talk to you for a second.
Okay, Mario, you're excused, and so is your client. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, it's Suzanne. May I update you on my conversation with the state?
I guess so. Suzanne's going to approach me on the conversation.
Well, my conferring. It's on Kenneth
Case number.
Pettis. It's page 3, and he's got 652-766.
All right, that is Pettis.
Pettis, yes. I understand this is an 8 setting, but the state tells me that they sent a letter yesterday to the complainant, so they're waiting to see if he returns that letter. They also have not, there is a witness, but they've not tried, they haven't reached out to her either, so they don't, right now, they don't have anybody that they can say they can prove the case with, but
So
they
bottom
are.
line is, what do you need, dear?
The state wanted me to ask you for a reset while they wait to see if they can find anybody they can bring in to prove this case.
And Judge Longoria, just for the record, with Ms. Kramer's client, if we're not able to reach by the next setting, I will be filing a conditional dismissal.
Very good. Thank you.
And I see
Okay.
Linda's on the phone, so I guess I can get the reset date from her later, Judge, or I can wait for her to get me the date.
What do you want, 30 days?
30 days is fine, Judge, or whatever Mr. Delco needs.
Kenny?
I'm not going to
30 days,
object to
no?
30 days. Judge.
All right, who else we got? I mean, that's it. I think she gave you the date, right?
She hasn't, but she will. I'll make sure I get it from her, Judge.
Okay,
Hi, Linda. Oh, sorry, Linda. If I could speak to you for a second, that would be great.
I did get what you said. So what is a good reset date for you?
Even if it's the 7th, that's
Okay.
fine. It's just
All
that
right.
Wednesday.
Okay, that's fine. We'll do the 7th.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay,
You're
bye.
welcome. Bye-bye.
Judge,
Yes,
Judge Longoria? Sorry, Genaro Cortez for Iris Rosario.
give me a case number.
Yes, sir. It's 675-339.
675-339. That's on the 6th page.
Yeah, we're at the back.
675-339. Rosario.
Yes, I spoke with Mr. Delco and they dismissed it last night. So I was hoping we can be excused. Mr. Rosario's on Zoom.
Yes, sir. You are excused. I don't know if the Ms. Rosario ever showed up, but nonetheless, it's dismissed. There's no sense in wasting your time or mine.
Okay, thanks a lot, sir. I'll let Ms. Rosario know. You have a good day.
Mhm.
Right.
You too.
Judge, if I could approach on,
Attorneys. Hello, attorneys.
yes, Judge.
Okay, who's next? Who's talking?
Matthew Allen, case number 629353. It's on page 1.
Guerrero.
Yes. So I conferred on the case. I see he's listed as a fugitive. Apparently he had a failure to appear December 1st. We had filed notice in October. I don't think we got notice of any appearance on December 1st. And then we got the Zoom information yesterday for today.
Which was that out of this court?
Yes. And just so the court, I conferred, he has a federal case pending that I assume is going to take care of this because of the nature of the case. Or would be willing to or take back the warrant. And then, like I said, I think this case will get wrapped up in the next maybe 60 days because of what's going to happen in the federal case.
Federal case. All right. Linda,
Yes.
we're going to recall the warrant on Mr. Guerrero.
Okay.
Mr. Allen is a smooth talker. He convinced me. All right. Mr. Allen, you got anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. then
May
you're
4th.
excused, sir.
Good.
May 4th. Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Your Honor, this is
Judge, may
Sunny.
I approach on Carlos Leal when you have a chance, please?
Kathy Campton, give me your case number, please.
Yes, it's 669504, Your Honor.
669. All right. 669-504. Carlos Leal. Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I just need to confer with the prosecutor, but he also has a pending felony. So I'm happy to confer
The
this
prosecutor
morning.
has a pending felony?
I certainly hope not. My client does, but I will confer and just get back to you. But I wanted to let you know that I was here this morning. I had been in another courtroom, so I apologize for being late.
No, I had marked you present for whatever the reason.
Oh, well,
I do
good to
have-
know.
I do have good news and bad news. Yes, I had marked you present. The bad news is he's got 2 felonies, not 1.
Well, I'm dealing with all of those, but I just need to confer on his case this morning, Judge.
Alrighty. Then
Thank
I'm
you.
marking you to confer. Yes, ma'am.
This is Sunny Middleton. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. What case are we going to talk about?
We're going to talk about Joshua Sanchez, the very last, page 6 at the bottom. I'm dead last.
The very bottom. Joshua Sanchez. He's absent so far.
Yes, sir. And you gave me a week to try to find him. I finally got the cash bond people to go. They don't have any information for him. Nobody got a phone number. He's homeless. So instead of coming back next week, you might as well issue the warrant now.
Have you actually made contact with him?
No, I saw him in the jail, but after he got out, no. And he's got a cash bond, and they don't have any contact information.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to bring him in an involuntary fashion.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Thank you. May I be excused.
You are excused, Sonny. Take care.
Have a great week.
Judge Elizabeth Russell, may I approach?
Ms. Russell, give me the case number we're going to talk about.
658807.
658-807 on page 5.
And so, Judge, we actually we didn't receive an invite for today, and I think that might have been because this case has been transferred to County Court 12, or it's pending transfer to County Court 12, and she's pleading tomorrow in County Court 12 for the mental health court program.
Well, that explains because he's not on this docket.
Okay.
All
Well,
righty.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good.
Attorneys,
Your Honor, may I approach? James Hunt?
Mr. Hunt.
James Hunt? Yes,
Yes, sir. Case number, I think you got more than one, right?
I've got two today.
Yeah.
I've got 655619 Avery Hollis on page 4.
655-619. Yes, Mr. Hollis, Avery. Yes, sir.
He's here. That will be a plea. I believe the paperwork's in. What time would you like to take that up?
Why don't you check back with me about 10:15, between 10:15, 10:30.
Okay, I've got one more. It's 645 or 643-582.
Ah, you're trying to pull
on
it
page
back
2.
on me. You're going backwards. 643-582 on page 2. That gentleman, Rico Stewart, is absent.
Yes, he's got a couple felonies pending. I spoke with him yesterday and expected that he'd be here. Can I check back at 10:30 to see if he appeared?
Yes, sir, of course, but so far he is absent.
Okay, I would have to reset anyway if he shows up, but
I agree. The only problem is
Okay.
if he doesn't show up, I have to issue a warrant for him. Okay.
Got it. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Attorneys, who else needs to talk
I
to me?
approach, Your Honor. It's Brian O'Donnell.
Brian, give me a case number, Brian.
Case number 654-101 on page 3, Your Honor. Jocelyn Wright.
654-101. Jocelyn Wright. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we have a plea agreement. It contemplates a plea on 2 cases. I will ask Linda to send paperwork so I can fill it out. And is it possible we might be able to do the plea today, Your Honor?
It is possible, not likely. I don't like doing these where we're waiting for everything. It should be done before we call the docket. But let's look at it, okay?
Very well, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Attorney,
Judge, I'm here, Kelly McGinnis. I'm here for Hector Galindo. He's scheduled for a plea. Everything should be done and turned in. His case number is 629431.
629.
I could not, our internet was not working yesterday here.
Yes, Judge, he's on the add-on list and that case is ready for plea.
Okie dokie. That should be no problem. Check with us about 30 minutes or so.
Okay, Judge, thank you.
Judge Jenny Zarka, may I approach?
Hold on, I'm making a note here.
Yes, sir.
Kelly McGinnis. Okie doke. Now, who else?
Jenny Zarka. For Emily Lujan, she's on page 2, case number 644164.
644-164.
Yes, sir.
Emily Lujan. Yes, ma'am.
And we had an offer. My client has rejected it. We'd like to remain on the trial docket, please.
Trial docket. Very good.
May the 6th. May 6th, and may we be excused, Judge?
You are excused.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Brightened up our day with your green. Everybody else, as attorneys anyway, are in a somber looking color.
I'm St. Patty's Day ready already.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Attorney,
Judge,
who else?
I have an update on Mr. Leal's case, if you're ready.
Kathy Compton, case number.
Yes, it's 669504.
669. I think that's page 5, 669. Is that an add-on? Oh, here it is. I got it. Carlos Leal. And what have you got?
Judge, if we could set him about 45 days out for a plea, I think we've got it worked out, but I just need to wrap up some loose ends on his other cases.
Already. You are reset 45 days for plea.
April
Thank
20th.
you.
April 20th.
All right. And can me and my client be excused, Judge?
Of course, you are excused. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Attorneys, who's next?
Judge Patrick Ballantyne, I'm here for Gabriel Castillo. That's cause number 635350.
635350.
Castillo.
Mr. Gabriel Castillo is present. You're here for Jay Norton?
I am, Your Honor. And that's going to be a trial case if we can remain on the trial docket, please.
May the 6th.
May the 6th. Thank you very much.
Okie dokie. Mr. Castillo, you're excused, as is the attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Take care and stay in touch with your attorneys.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Next attorney.
Judge Kelly Fernandez for Jamel Davis, cause number 674149. I just need to be put in line to confer with the state.
674149 on the 6th page.
Yes, Judge.
Jamel Davis. Okay, you were in breakout. You are now in line for conferring. Shouldn't take long.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Next attorney that needs to address the court.
Your Honor, this is Javier Garcia.
Javier Garcia, case number
649267. Mr. Jaime Beltran Romo.
649267. There it is. Beltran Romo, there was no answer that I noted.
There was an answer, yes, Your Honor. I appeared for Mr. Shannon Locke.
Oh, yeah, you did, but I'm saying from him.
He was logged in on time, Your Honor. I saw that he was.
I'm here, Your Honor. I missed that. Okay, Mr. Beltran Romo, you are present, right?
Yes, he's present.
Very good. Okay, Javier, what you got?
Your Honor, I conferred with the state. We had been having problems downloading some Coban, but I recently I've been downloading them as we speak right now, and I'm asking for a pretrial reset so that I can review that as well as try to access the breath test discovery.
Well, you've been reset 9 times already.
Yes, Your Honor. And in the past, it was because we had difficulties downloading the Coban video, and I had been checking periodically. And finally, we got the green light indicating that it was available to download and upload.
I'll give you one more reset and that's it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
May the 6th.
Thank you, Linda.
I mean, I'm sorry, April the 6th. I'm sorry.
April 6th.
Yes.
April
sorry.
6th. Got it, Your Honor.
All righty. Attorneys, anybody else?
Thomas Lamone here, Your Honor, for Joshua Galvan, 656-611. I'm a little late. I did call your coordinator at 9 to let her know I'd be a little late today. I have several hearings.
Okay, that's Joshua Galvan. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Is there any way I could confer on that case?
All righty.
Thank you kindly, sir.
You are scheduled to confer. Attorneys, anybody else?
Judge, hi, Kelly Fernandez again. I just finished conferring with the state and we're taking the conditional dismissal, so we just need a reset.
Give me a case number, please.
674149, page 6.
674149 on Jamel Davis, conditional discharge. Okay. Don't need to reset or nada, huh?
Perfect. Thank you, Judge. May
You're
we be
quite
excused?
welcome, Ms. Fernandez. Take care.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Attorneys, who's next?
Your Honor, this is Andres Campion.
Yes, sir.
I was wondering if Ms.
Patricia
Flores,
Elders,
yes, on Miss Elder.
what do you want to do?
Well, I was wondering if we had gotten to the bottom of to what the confusion was.
I don't understand. I do show that it's set. I don't know why it didn't show up on the docket. It should have shown up on the docket, but I don't know why it didn't.
Well, the fact is then it's a little bit of a glitch. So, Mr. Campion, do you want to confer with the state or what do you want to do?
I have no problem conferring with the state. That's fine. I'd like to be placed in line then.
You are in line. Okay. Jeffrey Martinez, what do you want to do? You're muted, Mr. Martinez. You're
That's
muted.
never fun. That's
You're
never
at the
fun, Your
Golden-
Honor.
You're at the Golden Gate Bridge and you were being very quiet.
I've been there. It's a nice bridge. I wish I could go back.
Yeah. What you got?
Mr. James Cameron on page 4, he's a 656-396. We'd asked to come back and be set to take a plea. He is going to accept the offer. We can work on 396.
What's the name?
James Cameron.
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, looking at the wrong numbers. All right. Reset for plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
When-
2 weeks be okay?
That'd be wonderful.
Okay, so March the 23rd.
That would be wonderful.
Okay, so Jeffrey, then it'll be in person.
Okay. Is there when do we start in person? Just so I can give him an option
On Monday.
on this coming Monday. So no matter what, we're still going back. Okay.
Yeah, so the paperwork can be done in the courtroom.
March 23rd. So, and Dot, he would need to do it by Friday, which we don't have time. The 23rd would be great then. Let's do that.
Okay,
All right.
We'll see y'all in person.
okay.
Mr. Nájera, Miguel, what you got?
Oh, I just had the plea with Mr. Schneider, Judge. I went and checked in with a couple of the courts and then came back just to be ready at your convenience.
Okay, we're still trying to finish up the docket responses. It is 9:51. I doubt that we'll get to your plea before 10:15, so take a little break.
Okay, I will, Judge. Well, I'll just stay logged on if that's okay.
No problem. Any attorney, anybody else need to announce? Okay, I'm gonna go back through and see if we have some of our missing defendants. First off, Mario Mencia Huerto. It is 9:51, still no answer. Valerie Rodriguez. 9:51, still no answer. Cassandra Navarro. 9:51, still no answer. Omar Elizalde. It is 9:52, no answer. Christopher Santos. 9:52, no answer. Alexandria McIntyre. No answer. Jean Estala. No answer. Aaron Navarro. No answer. Rico Stewart. No answer. Arthur Branch. 9:53, no answer. Cassandra Morales. No answer. Bryant Cadena. No answer. India Fry. No answer. Danny Anderson.
Oh, Judge, Mr. Briones called. He said that his client had to go into work, so that one's gonna get reset tomorrow for a plea.
Oh, nice. All the other people that have to go to work, they can just take off and go to work, huh? I don't agree with it. He doesn't show up tomorrow, there's gonna be a failure to appear. Alrighty. Any attorneys need to check in? Okay, folks. Let's take a quick break, catch up on paperwork, see where we're going.
Hey, Your Honor.
Yo.
This is Travis Houston, case 634760.
Say again?
This is Travis Houston with case 634760.
634?
760. Yes, sir.
Last one on the first page, Judge.
Sorry, what, Linda?
Last one on the first page.
All right, Mr. Houston.
Before Miss Patty retired, I was supposed to get an attorney. I filled out the paperwork for the public defender, but the case on there was charged wrong on the paperwork that she sent.
All right. Who told you that?
Because I got charged with DWI and it said possession of a controlled substance, and that's not what I had.
No, it's a DWI.
On the email?
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so did she ever send you the application?
Yeah, I did the application.
Okay. And did you send it back to her?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still have it?
In my emails, I can go through it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you do, can you send it to me?
Yes, ma'am. What is your email?
Flores@bear.org.
Flores@bear.org. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, isn't it L Flores?
L Flores@bear.org. Yes.
Oh, L Flores. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah,
L
I
Flores.
only heard the Flores part, and so did Mr. Houston.
Sorry.
Okay.
Coming in muffled, Linda, just FYI.
All right, so you're reset. You'll be, if you qualify, you'll get an attorney appointed. If you don't qualify, a court, actually, then you'll have to hire somebody and we'll let you know.
Yes.
Mr. Houston, do you have a number where I can reach you?
Yes, 210
Yeah.
753 9154.
5154
9154 9154.
154.
L Flores.
Okay, and my phone number is 210
Yes, ma'am.
335
335
172.
172. So 210 335 172
2172.
2172.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Flores.
Awesome.
Brian, what you got?
And you said it's going to be reset when I get an attorney?
Yes, once we go ahead and see if you qualify or don't qualify, then we'll reset you either way.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
If I may approach, Your Honor, it's Brian O'Donnell.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I sent Linda in the chat the numbers and email address for my client. If I could be excused briefly to go to a couple courts and announce for my 10 o'clock dockets and then return.
Which one are we talking about?
On page 3, Jocelyn Wright, case number 654101.
Okay.
We're going to be entering pleas on that case and 654104.
So Brian, are we doing this like next week or so? When did you want to schedule for plea? Because if we are, we're starting in person.
I don't, if you don't have time to do the plea by Zoom today, then we would ask for a short reset because my client has decided to accept the state's offer.
Okay, so can we do it next week?
I'm sure that would be fine. My client's still on the Zoom. What date would you have in mind, Linda?
Let's see, the 17th or 18th?
Ms. Wright, are you, this will be in person, right, Linda?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Wright, what date would be better for you in your work, 17th of March or 18th?
Is the 18th a Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's a Friday, I believe.
It needs to be a Tuesday or Wednesday? How about?
Yeah, I'm off on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I just got a good position. Just if we could do a Tuesday or Wednesday, that would be perfect. I would appreciate it if you could work with me.
Okay, Wednesday the 16th.
Okay, that sounds great.
And Ms. Wright, that will be in person. You will need to appear here in the court.
Absolutely, I will be there.
Thank you, Ms. Wright.
No
Very
problem.
well. And Your Honor, then may we be excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. And as an update on page 2, my client Alexandria McIntry, case number 636199. I have
Right.
not been in contact with her, Your Honor.
Is what?
I have not been in contact with her.
Okay, for right now, she's a failure to appear.
Very well,
It is, it is 10 o'clock exactly. 636199, State versus Alexandria McIntyre. Ms. McIntyre, last call. The train just left. Failure to appear. Okay, Brian, you're excused. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, just put it right there, right there. Okay.
Linda, can you hear me? Linda, this is Michelle. Can you hear me?
Huh? Okay, all right, thank you.
Linda, this is Michelle. Can you hear me?
Barely.
Okay, because I'm having trouble with these mics again.
Oh, no. Okay.
Your Honor, this is Andres Campion. I'm back from the breakout room.
Right with you.
How about now?
You still sound far away.
All right, here I am. What you got?
Your Honor, on cause number 614127, remember, it's not on the docket.
Yes, sir.
I've conferred with the state and we have an offer. There are pending unindicted felonies. The state has been gracious enough to not place a time limit on that offer so that we may try and resolve the felonies possibly in a package deal where the time is going to run concurrent with it. And we would ask for a reset date so that I can, one, reach out to the 187th prosecutors and try and negotiate with them about these unindicted cases, as well as there's a CM gambling paraphernalia case that has yet to be filed. Mr. Delco is trying to find out where it's going to land as far as intake, and he will let me know which intake attorney it's going to be assigned to, so that way I can open up a dialogue channel, because as of right now, there's not a court assigned to that case, and I can't even file a notice.
Mr. Campion, I'll give you a 60-day reset to get all the dust settling on all this stuff.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
We're gonna do May the 4th. Andres.
May the 4th be with you. Got it.
Okey-doke. Ms.
Alrighty.
McGinnis, are you waiting for us?
May I be excused?
You are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good day.
You too. Kelly McGinnis, are you waiting for us?
Yes, Judge, I'm just waiting for my plea. We're ready.
All right.
Yes, so I answered it to dismiss.
Okay. What do we have on these, please, Linda?
We have 655-619, Avery Hollis.
Hold on. We have 655.
619.
61 what?
619.
Okay, that is Avery
Hollis.
Hollis, okay. Hold on just a second. All right, who else we got?
We have 670-387, Jesse James Martinez.
670 387. Okay.
We have 671-799, Corey Schneider.
671-799, Corey Schneider, yes.
And 629-431, Hector Galindo.
629-431, all right.
Now, I know Mr. Beliveau had said Mike Garay, but that one's not ready yet, Judge. We don't have no paperwork on that one, so I'm gonna have to reset that.
Well, by golly, then he gets the SOL motion. Okay. We're gonna be ready in about 10 minutes or so. We'll get all these pleas done, those that are ready.
Hello, Your Honor. It's Jesus Ortega. I know we spoke earlier about getting a court appointed or representing myself.
Yes, I wanted to let you know. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
I think you're charged with DWI, right?
Yeah, because I know this. I know it happened in 2020, but I actually have a federal case since 2016. So this was a violation to my case.
Well,
so
wait. Okay, hold on. First of all, I'm not the one to discuss the facts or defenses with. I'm the judge. I oversee whatever happens, but you're not supposed to discuss or try to discuss facts with me.
Okay.
Secondly, in our profession, and I've been lawyer in 48 years, which a lot of the public forgot, but I've been lawyering 48 years. And in our profession, there's an expression that says, he who represents himself has a fool for a client. Now, it's a cute expression, but the idea is it's a mistake. Because if you're representing yourself and you're not a lawyer, you're putting yourself at a huge disadvantage. Because
yes,
when you go into the courtroom or you try to confer or discuss issues with the DAs, they're professionals, they're licensed lawyers, and you are not, and you put yourself at a big disadvantage. Now, you do have a right to represent yourself. And in the 48 years that I've seen it, I've probably seen a handful that actually were able to handle it. I do not recommend that you represent yourself. If you can afford it, hire an attorney. If you can't afford it, ask for us to give you an attorney paid by the state. Now, having said that to you, what do you want to do?
Yes, I'll go ahead and get a court appointed.
There you go, smart man. See, you don't have a fool for a client. What's the case number we're talking about? Do you know?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, let me look through here. It's on today's docket, right? Here
Yes,
it is.
Your Honor.
Jesus Ortega, 649-251. All right. You have not made an application, right?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Linda Flores.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I need you to get with Mr. Ortega and have him fill out an application for court appointed. Reset it for 30 days to let the dust settle on this.
Okay, Mr. Ortega,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the phone number where I can reach you at?
210-672-8064.
Okay, I need to get in contact with you because I need you to come down to fill out the application. Okay,
Okay, yes, ma'am.
okay, if you can come today or tomorrow or Friday, but let me know when. And we're open 8 to 5.
Okay, and can I get your number too?
210
210
335
335.
2172.
You say 2172?
Yes, sir. 2172.
Okay, I'll keep in contact with you.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Am I able to be dismissed or?
Yes, sir. You're excused.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
It is 10:09. The court's going to take about a 10-minute break. I suggest that those who need it take one too.
Hey, Linda, is Valerie here today? I think Martinez was her client.
Judge told her to log in a little bit after like 10:15 or so, or 10:30.
Okay, she still hasn't signed off on discovery. Who is Corey Snyder's attorney?
That's me, Mr. Nájera.
All right, Miguel, I'm gonna go. So I haven't sent discovery yet this morning because we're having a license issue. I don't have enough to send discovery, but I'll get that sent to you.
Okay.
But the plea agreement form you should have already.
Yeah, we've all that signed and ready to go.
Okay.
Linda, then I'm gonna jump back into the 186 real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine. Mr. Beck, how can I help you?
This is Thomas Beck.
Yes, sir.
Dustin Pearson.
Okay.
He should be present, right?
Yes, I'm present.
Yes.
Okay. How you doing, Linda?
Okay, did you need to confer with the state?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room.
Thank you.
Kenny, I put him in breakout room 1 for you.
Appreciate it, Linda.
Mm-hmm. Cassandra, how can I help you? Hello, how can I help you?
I was check in. My phone hasn't been working. I finally got it to turn on. Cassandra Morales.
Cassandra what?
Morales.
Do you have a case number, Miss Morales?
You need the link?
No, I need a case number or your SID number.
Okay. Let me get it. It's on my messaging. The case number is gonna be doesn't say on here. How do I get my SID number online?
Wait, hold on. What is your date of birth?
9/9/93.
9/9/1993?
Yes.
Okay. Morales Cassandra, here you are. Hold on.
Hold on, baby.
Okay, Mr. Bellevue is your attorney. Give me a second, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. iPhone?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna mute you. Sir, iPhone? How can I help you? Hello?
That's Hector Galindo, Linda. I don't know why it says iPhone now.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My computer just shut down on me, so I had to log in my phone. Look, it went off on me.
It's okay. All right, thank you.
So kind, so generous and everything. And you know, so why do you come to me? Why all of a sudden you have this kind of attitude? It was always been fucking like that. Like, I'm just people. Why talk about him now? He's been like that. And she was, yeah, no, like, you know, one day you're going to be like, it's not good. Like, I want to not about you. I said, that's why I said what I said earlier. For instance, I always try to think about the thing. Right now, it's not about you. It's about burying your brother, giving at least a decent funeral. That's it. It's you getting upset while you're doing all this, or why didn't you paperwork, and now you lose touch with them. I don't know how to do power. She was only know that power of attorney. I said, you need something signed out, sign for you. Yes. That's exactly what I told you. So, alrighty, so let's see what's going on. Alrighty, I'll see you soon. Love you. I'll see you in about 2 hours, 2.5. Yeah.
All right. It is 10:18. We need any attorneys need to report.
Yes, sir. Thomas Lemon here for
Mr. Limon.
Jose Galvan, I'm sorry, Joshua Galvan, 656-611, sir. That's 656-611.
Galvan.
Yes, sir.
All right, what you got?
Well, I have a new offer. It's a really fair offer. I think I just need to convey it to my client and come back and plea out the next time I see you on it, sir.
I'll give you 2 weeks to do that. It's been reset 8 times. So let's,
This should be the last one, sir.
you're breaking up on me. Say again.
Yes, this will be the last reset. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
I hear parts of it. Say it again.
This should be the last reset, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, reset. How much time you need then?
2 weeks should be fine.
2 weeks, very good. All right. You are.
Thank you, sir.
Weeks. Linda, give me the date.
March the 24th.
Perfect. Thank
All
you
right.
kindly. May we be dismissed, sir.
Yes, sir, you're excused.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, attorneys, anybody else need to report? I'm gonna take some pleas.
Thomas Beck does a quick reset, Judge. Thomas Beck needs to report.
It's 655-472.
Pearson? Pearson, yes, Judge.
All right, what you got?
I conferred with the ADA. Judge, there's an issue of restitution and he has to look into it.
Okay, well, what are you telling me? What's the bottom line?
Well, I was thinking like maybe 45 days, 30 reset. We can't do a whole lot unless we know about restitution.
How much time you talking about?
45 days, 60 days.
I'll take your first offer, 45 days.
Okay, Judge.
April 20th.
April 20th.
All right, Mr. Beck, you're excused, so is your client.
Okay, Judge, I appreciate it. Always good to see you, Judge.
All right, attorneys, who's next? All right, we're ready for the pleas then.
Judge, I have an off docket matter if you have a second.
I'm about to take.
You should have the file.
Tell me what you got. Which case are we talking
I've
about?
got it's Raymond Bohuslav, Bohuslav. It's case number 651778, and you should have the file.
Okay, what's he charged with?
He's on an MTR, judge, on a DWI, or sorry, a motion to adjudicate, and he is set in April, early April, but he's trying to get his community service hours done before that, and I wanted to get permission from the court for him to buy out those community service hours.
What's his total income from all?
Judge, I don't know. I'm sorry. I can get him on the.
Find out because in order for me to approve the donation in lieu of service, I've got to know what he's making so I can set an appropriate amount.
Oh, I see. Okay. I will
Let's
find that
face
out,
it,
Judge.
if a person's making 100,000 a year, I'm gonna have them paid like $15 or $20 per hour. If they're making $7.50 an hour, then they're gonna do a lot less. You got it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I will get back with you in a few minutes. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay, are we ready for the pleas? Let's get these folks done. I think we have, let me see.
Mr. Nahera went to another court. He said he would be right back.
Nahera.
Yes.
We'll set everything up and have him do it. His,
Hunt is not here either.
who?
Mr. Hunt isn't present. And
Well, we got about 5 minutes. We'll get all set up. Okay. Tell me who we have again, Matt, because I get all these on my book.
Yes.
And then we don't handle them and we get them spread all over the place. So I think we have Jesse James Martinez is one of them, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
That's Valerie.
Ms. Headland.
Yes.
Is she here?
Yes.
I don't see her. I'm sure she'll be back shortly. Okay, so we got Jesse James Martinez. Avery Owen Hollis, right?
Yes.
That's James Hunt's client.
Yes.
Present, Your Honor.
Then we have Hector Galindo. Is he one of them?
Yes. Yes.
We're ready, Judge.
Alrighty. Do we have Jacob Navarro, one of them?
No, Corey Lee Snyder.
Corey Schneider. I've got him too. All right.
So those are the only ones we're pleading.
There's four of them ready?
Yes, Judge. And then on page 3, 652-999, Cassandra Morales appeared at 10:13, and I already called Mike Beliveau, and he should be appearing shortly on that one.
Sandra Morales. She shows up at 10:13.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Hope we didn't disturb her. All right, what else we got?
That's it so far, Judge.
Okay. Buzz, Mr. Nahara, and any other attorney, Mr. Hunt, is he back?
Not yet. I believe you told him about 10:30, so he should be logging on soon. And I will call Mr. Nahara.
It's 10:27. We have Ms. McGinnis. Who else is here? The attorneys.
Valerie's here, but she's got that little symbol, purple symbol on her. So I see her. I mean, I don't see her. I see her little symbol. So she's on. Let me call Mr. Nahara.
Okay, so we got.
There she
McGinnis.
I'm here. My apologies. My apologies. I had to
No.
step to the little girl's
No.
room. Can I
No.
go into a breakout room with Jesse Martinez really quick?
Sure.
Thank you.
Ms. McGinnis, you'll be number one because you've been very patient.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Now, Mr. Galindo, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Avery Hollis?
Yes, sir.
Hollis, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Jesse James Martinez, are you a U.S. citizen? Jesse James Martinez?
Judge, he stepped into the breakout room.
Oh,
with
we
his
just put
attorney.
him in the, what you call it?
Yeah.
Judge, when you have a minute, I have some information on Mr. Boleslav.
Okay,
He says he made 12,000 last year, but he's a waiter at Doe Pizzeria, and he didn't work the whole year because of COVID. So he expects to make more this year, but you know, it's tips, so it's kind of a crapshoot.
okay. That's, I find it intriguing. Rather than do the work, he wants to donate, but he's telling me that he's impoverished because if
Well,
he's making 1,000 a month.
Well, Judge, that was last year. Like I said, he didn't work the whole year, so he didn't work all of the year because of COVID. You know, everybody in the restaurant industry was hit kind of hard last year. He expects to make more this year. He just doesn't know how much.
Okay, well, what we'll do, does he have children he supports? You know, what's his financial status?
He does not have children, Judge.
Okay, I will authorize and Linda on 651,778.
Yes, I have the file here in front of me, Judge.
I will authorize a donation in lieu of service at a rate of $9 an hour. All right, Mr. Nahida.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So we
Yes,
have,
Judge, I'm here.
okay, we have Nahida, McGinnis, Headland. Who's the fourth one?
Hunt, we're still waiting on Mr. Hunt. Judge, on the donation, is it gonna be to Gabriel Project or San Antonio Food Bank?
I'm sorry, what?
On that one case, is it gonna be the Gabriel Project or San Antonio Food Bank for the donation?
Oh, he asked if he could do the children's shelter, but he'll do whatever the court orders.
No, I always recommend the Gabriel Project, or he can choose to do San Antonio Food Bank.
Did you say Gabriel Project?
Yes, sir. That's my preference.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Amelia.
All right, we're waiting for two people to join us, Mr. Hunt and Ms. Headland. They're briefly out. They'll be right back. And we have
Mr. Michael Bellabo.
Mr. Bellabo, what's going on?
Cassandra Morales was not on the docket at the time you called it. She is on now. She does have a felony pending.
All right. Is it indicted or not indicted?
I believe it is not indicted yet.
All right, then Linda, reset that 60 days, unindicted felony pending.
Okay, May the 4th.
All right, thank you. May Ms. Morales be excused.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay. Chat Ms. Headland, tell her we're ready. Is Mr. Hunt with us yet?
No, I'm gonna call him next.
Linda, I sent you a chat when you get a minute, please.
Judge, I'm being called back to the 186 real quick. Can I run over there and come back to take care of Mr. Snyder's plea?
We'll take it up when you get back then.
Okay, I apologize about that, Judge.
That's all right.
Mr. Hunt is logging on. Give him a few minutes, and Valerie and her client are in a breakout room, so they'll be on in a few minutes.
Which one is Mr. Najeras?
Corey Snyder.
Okay, that's Schneider. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get what we've got, get it done, and then whoever has to wait, has to wait. At this time, the court calls case number 629-431, State versus Hector Galindo. Hector Galindo, where are you? There you are. Court calls 655-619, State versus Avery Owen Hollis. Mr. Hollis, where are you at? There you
Present,
are.
Your Honor.
Okay. Gentlemen, would you please raise your right hand? Do each of you solemnly swear that in this proceeding, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Galindo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Hollis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Gentlemen, you're each charged with some offense involving alcohol, and you each worked out an agreement. You've been fortunate that your attorneys have done good work for you, and you have an agreement with the state on a plea. Before we do that, I need you to know that there are certain rights and protections that are afforded to you by Constitution and law. One, you have a right to remain silent. That means you do not have to make any kind of statement. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to submit written paperwork that has your signature, especially papers that admit or confess to wrongdoing. Do you understand you have that right, Mr. Hollis?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Galindo?
Yes, Your Honor.
You each have the right to a jury trial. That means you and your attorneys, working with the state, could select 6 disinterested citizens who would hear whatever, who see and hear whatever evidence is available, if any, and those 6 people would decide whether you're not guilty or whether you've been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. It's called the right to a jury trial. Each of you has a right of confrontation. That means if you go to trial, you individually and your attorney would have the right to question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who would testify. It's called the right of confrontation. Each of you has the right of appeal. That means that you yourself, your attorney alone, or the two of you together, you and your attorney, could demand that a higher court review the official record and the evidence in your case. The official record being prepared by the official court reporter. You yourselves, if you try to do this, you have to be careful. I will caution you if you try to do it alone, because the right of appeal is a little bit difficult. You have specific time limitations and requirements of documents and correct information. So that right is important, be aware. Each of you and the state in your individual cases have the right to demand that this proceeding be held in the open public courtroom. Because of the pandemic, we're not doing that. And you each have signed a document. By the way, all the documents that have your signature identify you by name, case number, and court number. you have the right to demand that this hearing be done in the open public courtroom, but to proceed, you had to sign a document that's titled Defendant's Waiver, pardon me, Defendant's Consent to Video Conference, which is how this is being done. Video conferencing. It is being published through the open network, YouTube, but again, it is not in the open public courtroom. So did you each sign the agreement that says you are you are consenting to the open public, rather to the video conferencing? Mr. Galvan? Looks like Mr. Galvan is frozen on his computer.
It's Mr. Galindo, sir.
I'm sorry, Mr. Galindo.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Hollis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, gentlemen, there are other documents. I'm going to discuss 2 or 3 of them with you. First of all, is a critical document that's titled 12, let's see, Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. That document repeats the rights and protections that I have mentioned to you verbally, but it does it in writing, and it has you acknowledge that. It also tells you that whatever deal you've made with the state is not binding on me as the judge. As a judge, I can say yes or no to your deal. In fact, I'm required to say either yes or no. I'm also required to set your punishment. I can give you any punishment within the legal range for the offense to which you're pleading, including a punishment that's greater than what you have agreed to. However, if I refuse or reject your deal, or if I give you a punishment that's in any way greater than what you agreed to, the law would allow you to start all over again, and nothing that you said or signed would be used against you. Is that understood, Mr. Hollis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Galindo?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Also, there's a document that's titled Trial Court's Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. That document tells you that because you're making a deal, an agreement, you will not have any right of appeal. You're giving that up. Is that clear to the 2 of you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. All right. Now, Mr. Galindo, you were originally charged with the offense of DWI, misdemeanor B. Is that correct, Ms. McGinnis?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the state is submitting an amendment. Is that correct, Mr. Delco?
Yes, Judge.
And what is that for the record?
The state is going to move to abandon count 1, and we're going to amend it to add count 2 and proceed on solely count 2.
Ms. McGinnis, is there any objection, and do you waive the 10-day notice?
No objections, Judge. We waive our notice.
Very good. Mr. Galindo, as I said earlier, you've had some good work done. In this particular, you're no longer charged with DWI. You're now charged with obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway. To that charge, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
All right. Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than the plea agreement in exchange for your plea of guilty?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Now, I believe you and Mr. Hollis are both going to have deferred adjudication. Is that correct? State?
For Mr. Hollis, let me double check his file right here. It is going to be, yes, sir, it's going to be deferred adjudication.
All right, gentlemen, deferred adjudication is very beneficial to you. As I said, your attorneys have done a good job. It's beneficial to you because regardless of your plea, like I just heard Mr. Hollis plead guilty. I'm sorry, Mr. Galindo just pleaded guilty. I will not find you guilty. That's part of the deal. Instead, I will postpone or defer that. And Mr. Hollis, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to plead no contest, which is the same as guilty in this court. And I will not find you guilty. Deferred adjudication gives you a very, very good opportunity, because if you do 100% of the conditions of supervision, then what happens is the case gets dismissed and you're not convicted of the charge to which you entered a plea. The other side of it is, if you screw up and you either fail or refuse to live up to 100%, the state can ask me to give you notice, bring you in for a hearing, at which point, if to me the evidence is sufficient, I will convict you. And then you're looking at 100% of the range of punishment. So with that, you are blessed, but don't screw it up. Mr. Galindo, you've entered a plea of guilty. I find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. Mr. Delco, would you recite into the record the recommendation between you and defense for punishment?
13 months of deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, $50 to Crime Stoppers, ignition interlock for 1/2 the term.
Mr. Galindo, is this your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. McGinnis, is this your understanding of the agreement?
Sort of, Judge. I think the last plea bargain paperwork we signed, it said 12 months of deferred. That was the they made the change.
I had written down 12. I'm not sure. Mr. Delco, is there any heartache over the 12 or 13? The defense and my notes show 12.
Not today, Judge. I'll let it go. It could have been an oversight, but since the paperwork says 12, let's go with 12.
All right.
I'm sorry, Kelly.
That's okay.
Then let the record reflect it. It'll be 12 months deferred adjudication. Otherwise, the rest, as the recitation, the court approves that agreement. For both of you, during the duration of your deferred adjudication, you're not to have any alcohol at all, period. And you each have ignition interlock on your vehicles. Do not drive any other vehicle other than your own that has the ignition interlock. Otherwise, in Mr. Galindo's case, you'll also, both of you have 7 days to come into the office of County Court number 5 and have your thumbprint placed on the documents as required by law. Both of you are to remain with us in this hearing until you have met with the CLO, that is the court liaison officer, who will get you started on the probation process. Any questions, Mr. Galindo?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. McGinnis?
Yes, Judge. Just briefly, I had spoken with the prosecutor last setting. It was not Kenny, but we talked about Mr. Galindo's situation. He does drive a few different vehicles for work. And we asked if he would object to the PAM device being used, and he said no. So we would ask the court to approve the portable device, just because he has different vehicles that he has to drive with different employers, and it would be impossible for him to put that device on all of the vehicles that he would be needing to drive.
Well, if it's company vehicles or employer vehicles, I do not impose the ignition interlock on employers.
And
do you, Mr. Galindo, do you take those vehicles home with you on a daily basis?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Unfortunately, what happened, when I got this case, I had to, I lost my other job that I had previously, that I had a vehicle assigned. So I had to now I work for some companies, but I got to provide my own vehicles because of my situation. I do drive 2 or 3 different vehicles. It just depends on the task of the day.
All right, then I'll approve the agreement. In lieu of the ignition interlock and under the circumstances, the court finds that it is in the interest of justice that you use the portable alcohol monitor instead of the ignition interlock.
thank you, Judge. And one other quick matter, if the court would allow Mr. Galindo permission to maybe buy out some or all of his community service hours, he would appreciate that. He may still work some, but just we thought we would ask to get permission. He does make about $4,000 a month.
Do you have children you support, Mr. Galindo?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
How many?
4,
And their ages?
19, 15, 9, and 6.
All right. Does your wife live, does your wife work outside the home?
No, she does not.
Okay, she's a homemaker. You do live with the family?
One of them doesn't live with me. I pay child support on one of them.
All right. I will authorize donation at a rate of $11 per hour for any or all hours that are ordered in the community's community service restitution, the 48 hours. Anything else, Ms. McGinnis?
Nothing further, Judge.
Thank you for your time and your patience.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes.
And Mr.
Who's here for Ms. Luna?
Miss Luna is in training, so she asked that we just let them be excused after we do the pleas.
Okay, so y'all are gonna have to get with Maricela Luna. She will contact you and get you started on the probation program. Mr. Hollis,
Judge, wait, the supervisory fee on Mr. Galindo?
the supervisory fee will be $34 a month.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Just so
ma'am.
we're clear, Judge, are we excused and probation will contact Mr. Galindo? Is
That
that
is correct.
okay?
Exactly.
Thank you, Judge.
Again, thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Hollis, you were originally charged with driving while intoxicated, extremely intoxicated. The state has a motion.
Yes, Judge, we're going to waive and abandon the extreme intox, and we're going to proceed on a DWI first.
DWI first.
Yes, sir.
Is there any objection from Mr. Hunt?
No, Your Honor.
There being no objection, Mr. Hollis, your offense is now reduced by way of punishment to DWI first. To that charge, how do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
A no contest plea, as I said earlier, is considered a guilty plea. Did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than the agreement, the plea agreement in exchange for that plea of no contest?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I accept that plea of no contest. I find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. It appears that there is an agreement that the state will recite for me now on deferred adjudication.
Yes, Judge, but before we go into that, this is going to be a weird one. And myself or the attorney on his behalf can provide documentation. But instead of 12 months of deferred, this is going to be 8 months. There's going to be no early termination, $400 fine plus court costs, 24 hours of community service, $50 to Crime Stoppers, DWI education, victim impact panel, top eval, 4 months of ignition interlock. But because we reduced the amount of time that he's going to be on deferred, we're asking the court to not impose DWI education and victim impact panel because it was completed up front.
You already did it. Is that what you're saying?
I'm sorry?
He's already complied with that?
Yes, sir.
And also
All right.
community service, I believe.
I'm sorry?
I think he's also completed 24 hours community service also, I believe.
I don't
Yes,
think
Your
I
Honor.
have documentation on that.
I can provide it.
Okay.
Is that true, Mr. Hollis?
Yes, sir.
All right, then the court approves the setting of the punishment as recited into the record and recommended by both state and defense. Don't forget to come in for your thumbprint. Do you have children you support, sir?
No, sir.
And what is your total income?
About 30,000 a year.
Okay. Your supervisory fee will be $38 a month. Any questions, Mr. Hollis?
Just one, Your Honor. The fingerprint, can I come down and do that today, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and I just go to the, I'm sorry?
I'm listening.
And I just go to the courthouse number 5?
The courthouse, the Justice Center, the county court number 5 is on the 4th floor. And we're located, the offices are located around behind the actual courtroom. So you can be directed there, you'll find it. All right. Don't forget to get together with Ms. Luna. She will be in touch with you and get you started on the probation program. Thank you, gentlemen. You are excused at this time.
Judge,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let the state know I've just provided the community service proof. So
Very good.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. At this time, the court calls Ms. Headland. There you are. All right. The court calls 670-387 State versus Jesse James Martinez. And Mr. Nahida, what's your, Snyder, right? 671-799 State versus.
Correct, Judge.
Corey Schneider. Mr. Schneider, where are you? There you are. And Mr. Jesse James Martinez.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, I want you both to raise your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear that in this proceeding, the information and responses you submit will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Mr. Martinez.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Mr. Schneider.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. Gentlemen, you've both been charged with violations of the law. It appears it is reported that you each have made an agreement with the state on entering a plea. Before we do that, I need to establish that you're aware that you have certain rights and protections afforded by the Constitution and laws of this state and the nation. First of all, each of you has the right to remain silent. That means that you do not, or you cannot be required to make any kind of statement, to answer questions, or to submit paperwork that is that admits or confesses to wrongdoing. You understand you have that right, Mr. Martinez?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes, sir.
You each have the right to a jury trial. That means you and your attorney and the state working together could select 6 citizens, disinterested citizens from a pool of citizens who would, those 6 in your individual cases would hear and see any and all evidence, if any. Those 6 would decide whether you're not guilty or whether you've been proven guilty beyond reasonable doubt. That's called the right to a jury trial. Is that clear, Mr. Schneider?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have what's called the right of confrontation. If you chose to go to trial, you and your attorney would have the right to question, cross-examine, or challenge any witness who would testify. That's called the right of confrontation. Each of you has the right to appeal. That means that you yourself, your attorney by himself or herself, or the two together, that is you and your attorney, you can demand that a higher court review the official record and the evidence in this matter for whatever legal challenge you wanted to make. That official record is being prepared by a certified court reporter, Ms. Kayleen Javetta. In addition, you individually and the state in your individual cases would have the right to demand that this hearing be held in the open public courtroom. Because of the COVID pandemic, we're not doing that. In fact, what we're doing is what you see, It's called video conference, but to do that, you had to sign a document. It's called consent to video conference. Do each of you know and understand the rights I have explained to you? Mr. Martinez,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Schneider.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Ms. Hedlund and Mr. Naida, did each of you sign the acknowledgement that the state has complied with discovery in your matter?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Martinez, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Schneider, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Martinez, you were originally charged with DWI. The state has a, oh, I'm sorry. Each of you has signed documents that are important in this matter. The first document that both of you, each of you individually signed is titled Defendant Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonitions. Your individual document repeats for you and has you acknowledge the rights and protections that I went over with you verbally, but this is in writing. It also, this same document tells you that whatever deal you made with the state is not binding on me as the judge, and I'm the one that has to decide whether I accept your deal or reject it. I need to say yes or no. Also, in the proceedings, it tells you that I'm the one that sets your punishment. And if I reject your deal or give you a punishment that's in any way greater than what you've agreed to, but within the proper legal range, then you would be allowed by law to start all over again, and nothing that you said or signed would be used against you. Is that understood by both of you? Mr. Excuse me, Schneider?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, there's a document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. That document tells you and your attorneys that because you're making a deal, you're giving up the right to appeal. You can't make an agreement and then say, no, I want to appeal that agreement. It's your own deal. Is that clear? Mr. Martinez?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Schneider?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Martinez, you were charged with DWI. Now, state, you have a motion?
Yes, Judge, the state is going to move to amend the information and add count 2 of obstruction. And then we're going to waive and abandon count 1 and proceed solely on count 2.
Is there?
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay, and do you waive the 10-day notice of amendment?
We do.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Martinez, the good news is you're no longer charged with DWI. You're now charged with obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway. And it is further my understanding that you're going to be granted, or there's going to be a recommendation that I grant you deferred adjudication. To the charge of obstruction of a passageway, highway, or waterway, how do you plead, Mr. Martinez?
No contest.
A no contest plea is considered, is it no contest or is it guilty?
It's guilty, Judge.
Well,
Okay,
that we were not in a total agreement for that. So I've advised my client to plead no contest. I was not aware it was conditional upon that.
It was on the paperwork. I mean, you signed the paperwork, but there's going to be no objection from the state judge.
all right, then we'll make it a no contest.
Thank you.
As we all know, the no contest plea in this court is considered a guilty plea. There is a technical difference which protects him somewhat. I accept your plea of no contest. I find that there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I do not. Just so that you both know, a deferred adjudication is a special form of probation that if you live up to 100% of the conditions of supervision, this case gets dismissed and you're not even found guilty. There's no conviction of obstruction. Is that clear, Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
The other side of it for both of you is that if you do screw up, you fail or refuse to live up to your word and 100% of the conditions of supervision, then the state will ask me to give you official notice, bring you in for a hearing, at which time, if the evidence is sufficient, I will convict you. And you'll be looking at 100% of the punishment range. Now, Mr. Delco, would you be kind enough to recite into the record the recommendation to the court that is the agreement of defense and state?
Yes, Judge, it's going to be 12 months of deferred adjudication, no early termination of community supervision, $500 fine plus court costs, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel live, TAP evaluation, 6 months of ignition interlock. And my records are showing that Valerie has not yet signed off on discovery, so she could do that. It shows that she viewed it on the 25th of February.
Sorry about that. I can go do it right now.
All right, so we are in full agreement then.
Yes, and we have been given all discovery.
Very good. Then the court accepts the recommendation as recited into the record. That'll be your punishment. Now, Mr. Martinez, do you have minor children you support?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
All right, and you make approximately $2,800 a month, is that correct?
2,400 a month.
How do you figure that?
I get paid $650 every week. I'm a 1099, so they don't take
Hey.
taxes out.
Be aware that at $650 a week, you have every month by mathematically has 4 1/3 weeks per month. I calculated that at 2,800.
Okay.
So, just so you're aware, that my math is correct.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I understand everybody comes in and wants to tell me it's 4 weeks a month and it's 4 1/3. It makes a little bit of difference.
Yes,
Your
sir.
supervisory fee will be $38 a month.
Okay.
Alrighty. Good luck to you. Stay out of trouble. There'll be for both of you no alcohol during the entire duration of your deferred adjudication. Questions, Mr. Martinez?
Your Honor,
Yes,
will he be going directly in with CLO right now, or does he need to report into probation?
She's gonna have to be in touch with him later.
Okay.
Because, she's not available right now. She's in training.
Okay.
Y'all are excused at this time, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Jesse, if
Thank you
anything
for your
happens, let me know.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
I was
Thanks,
just
Jesse.
letting Jesse know to contact me if he has any troubles.
All righty.
Thank you.
Now, you're welcome. Take care. Mr. Schneider, what was the original charge on Mr. Schneider? Hello, somebody?
Judge, what was the question again?
What was the original charge on Mr. Schneider?
It was a DWI second, Judge, and it's being reduced to a first.
All right. State, you have a motion accordingly?
The state's going to waive and abandon the DWI second and proceed solely on the DWI first.
No objections, Judge.
All righty. To the charge of DWI first, that is misdemeanor B. Mr. Schneider, how do you plead?
No contest.
I'm sorry?
No contest.
All right, thank you. You understand that a plea of no contest is considered a guilty plea and is sufficient for me to convict you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, this one is not deferred. Is that correct, Mr. Nahida?
That is correct, Judge.
All right. Mr. Schneider, based on your plea of no contest, did anyone threaten you, intimidate you, or promise you anything other than the agreement in exchange for your plea of no contest?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I accept your plea of no contest based on your plea and the evidence. I find you guilty. State, would you recite into the record the recommendation that's been agreed to?
Yes, Your Honor. 180 days in Bear County Jail, suspended and probated for 14 months. $600 fine plus court costs, 60 hours of service, $50 to Crime Stoppers, DWI intervention, Victim Impact Panel Live, TAPI Vow, ignition interlock for 7 months, and that is the recommendation from the state on this one.
Mr. Nahida, is this the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court accepts the agreement, the recommendation that is, as the punishment. Mr. Snyder, do you have minor children you support?
No children, Your Honor.
All right, sir. And what is your total income?
Take home per week is $1,050
Per week?
per week. Yes, sir.
All righty. Your supervisory fee will be set at $47 a month. The court approves and accepts the recommendation as recited into the record. Mr. Snyder, any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Nahida?
Nothing further from the defense, Judge.
Very good. Then you are excused, Mr. Snyder. Don't forget to come in with your thumbprint, or not with, but to apply your thumbprint to the documents. Ms. Maricela Luna will be getting in touch with you for purposes of getting you started on the probation program. Good luck to you, sir. Don't forget, no alcohol for the duration, and stay out of trouble. Do you have any questions, Mr. Snyder?
County Court 5 is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I like to tease people, say, well, more or less. Yes, sir. We are here from 8 to 5. All right. Take care.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Stay out of trouble. Good luck to you.
I'll try, Judge.
Is that the Honorable Ray Adams?
Yes, Your Honor. I've been over in the 187th, and I finally got over here on Brian Cadena.
What's the case number, Ray? I know it. I saw it.
Okay, the case number is 655984. And he also has a possession of a controlled substance arising out of the same incident that's filed as a felony.
Oops. Now, he didn't show up at all, by the way.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, or something similar. All right, Ray. He's going to be a failure to appear. Produce him in a week, and I won't issue a warrant.
Okay.
Did you want to confer or do anything?
I'm gonna just leave here and go start making phone calls that I have and see if I can reach you.
No problem.
Okay.
Do what you got to. Otherwise, it's a failure to appear. In 1 week, I will issue a warrant.
Good enough. Thank you, Judge.
Ray, it's good to see you. Take care of yourself. Stay safe.